So when I was growing up, when I was a little girl, my mom would get my sisters and I together, and she would say, we are going to have a laundry folding party. And she would get really excited and really animated. And basically a laundry folding party involved us all sitting around and folding laundry. So there wasn't much of a party involved. It wasn't very fun, but she would try to get us all excited to fold laundry. And sometimes she would add another layer of what I considered torture at the time, being, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. And she would say, we're going to also pray the Rosary. I would just sit there with my sisters and think, this is not fun. This is not a party. And not only do we have to do a chore, but we have to pray this really long prayer. And I remember one time we were sitting, there was a summer day, folding laundry, and this big thunderstorm was rolling through. And it was my turn to lead the decade of the Rosary. And I'm praying the Hail Marys, and all of a sudden, out of the sky come big, big chunks of hail. And I remember sitting there with a random article of clothing in my hands and just going, hail. And my sisters turned to me and looked at me and they said, Mary, full of grace, the Lord, because I just stopped. I was in awe of this hail coming down from the sky, and I was totally distracted from prayer. And I think a lot of times when we get together for prayer, I'd look for other things to grab my attention or to pull me in. But what I remember from that experience is not like how terrible it was to pray or how awful it was to do chores with my mom and my sisters, is that my mom found a way and an opportunity to bring all of us together to pray. And to this day, I know how to pray the Rosary. I do pray the Rosary, and I especially turn to the Rosary in times of need. And I'm grateful to my parents, my family, for instilling that prayer and that prayer life in my sisters and my siblings and I. So that's why we want to extend an invitation to you for our family night of prayer coming up on December 1st. It's a Saturday, and we'll begin actually at 6:30 with a complimentary Mexican dinner. And from there, we'll all go into the sanctuary. We have various families in the parish leading us in decades of the Rosary. We'll have praise and worship. We'll also have Eucharistic Adoration and a few witnesses as well. So we definitely invite you and your family to join us in kicking off this Advent season and maybe figuring out some ways that you can bring prayer into your own life and starting during a very special time in our liturgical year. God bless, and we hope to see you on December 1st for our Family Night of Prayer. Praise the Lord.